Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hey girl, my name is Kiki. So we are jumping right into the tutorial. We starting with a bare face, of course, and we're gonna get into filling in the brows. So I'm using my Benefit 4.5 aid 4.5, and I'm just going to do a line on the bottom, do a line on the top, and then I'm going to fill in her eyebrows by doing hair-like strokes in the upward motion in the front, and then for the rest of the brow, I'm just going to follow how the hairs naturally go with my pencil so that it's a bit more realistic. So my camera actually turned off and I didn't know. I'm so sorry, but her eyes are all prepped and primed and ready to go. Okay, so the eyes are prepped and primed. I'm going to go into the Glow Up Academy Varsity palette, and I'm using the shade Lecture. So I'm just placing that shadow where her nose contour kind of begins, and I'm going to use that as a guide to create like a crease space for her eye because we have so much space and I just wanted to use it all. So yeah, I'm gonna pack that color on using a fluffy brush. This is a Shop Miss A 126. Then I go in with a Morphe eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna blur out the edges lightly and slightly bring the color up. And you want to make sure that you're not bringing this color up too far up to where the brow bone is. You do want a negative space kind of between where the brow bone is and where your shadow ends. So I'm only using one color for the crease, which makes this look super easy. So now I'm going to take my Helen E base, and I'm just going to use it to carve out my lid space. And I'm just creating the shape that I want. And I'm just using a fluffy, like, synthetic blending brush to do this. And I'm just taking my time, really, because I want to make sure that it kind of looks blended and blurred. I don't want it to look so carved out perfectly. I kind of want it to be blurred so it's more of a softer look. So yeah, you just see me packing it on and kind of doing circular motions so that the edges are blurred out and it's nice and soft. And I'm just going to continue to do that on her lid while creating the shape that I'm trying to create. And the way I'm doing this look is a lot of variations of it. Obviously, if you didn't bring your eyeshadow as high up, then you don't have to bring your lid space as high up. But because I did bring her crease up higher, I have to make sure that I'm filling that space. Otherwise, it'll just look kind of weird. Like, it'll just be too much brown eyeshadow. So I'm just making sure I'm bringing it up to create a higher crease for her eye because she has the lid space for it. And I'm just going to tap, 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 tap that product so that there's no residual or extra product laying around. All right, now I'm going to go in with my Kiss Lash Glue. So I went in first with this fine glitter, and this is in Glow Up Academy's. I think this is in the She's Popular set. Yeah, so I'm just lightly tapping that on. It's a really pretty fine glitter. It's like white and it has silver reflex in it. So now I decided to go into another set. This is the School Spirit set. I'm not sure. I'll have it linked down below, but I went into that because I just wanted a little bit more texture. So I just lightly added a little bit of a chunky glitter on top, but I was making sure I wasn't putting too much because I didn't want her eyes to feel so heavy. So yeah, I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the other eye. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into Lecture, and I'm going to take a Morphe. I believe this is the M441 brush, and I'm just going to smoke out the outer corner just lightly, just a little bit, just to, I don't know why. I really don't have a reason why. I just like how it looks. It just completes the eye to me, but you don't have to do it. I just think it looks nice because I like an outer corner smoke. I don't know, but I didn't do too much. Now I'm just going to go in with my liner, and I'm using the NYX liner, which I cannot, this is not my favorite eyeliner. If you're not on your client like this, are you really doing a wing liner? Probably not. But yeah, so I'm just going to do a pretty thin line, and I'm just going to use a Q-tip to kind of thin my tail out. I decided to just go into the face because we was just talking too much, and you already know when somebody is talking and you're trying to do their eyeliner. So to prep her skin, I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Enriched Cream Base. As you can see, there's a lot of redness in her skin, but she doesn't have a red or pink undertone. It's just that she has redness in her face. Her neck and her body, you can clearly see that she has more of a yellow undertone. So we're going to do a mixture of foundation to kind of like get her color right. So I'm going to use what I have. So I mixed Becca Cafe. I don't know what I mix it with, but it'll be down below. So for the center of her face, I use Becca Cafe because it's more neutral. So I knew that I wouldn't turn colors on her. It wouldn't turn too pink or too red, and it wouldn't turn too yellow. And for the bottom of her face, I went for a foundation that matches her skin tone but is slightly darker. When you're dealing with somebody who is on the light side, you don't want to wash them out so much. So this is the foundation once it is all blended. As you can see, her face looks more yellow. After that, I'm like, okay, let me go back and try to do this eyeliner. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And like I said, this eyeliner is a little bit harder for me to use. So I have to take my time when I'm using this because I feel like the formula is a lot more watery than what I'm used to. And it takes a longer time to dry. And I'm sorry, you guys, that I couldn't get the footage of me blending the foundation out. For some reason, my camera kept turning off, but it wasn't making that noise to indicate me. So I'm so sorry. I turned around and I'm like, yo, the camera was not recording that whole time. But yeah, all I did was take my foundation brush, my Real Techniques foundation brush, and tap the foundation into her skin. You already know I spread the foundation out nice and thin so that when it was time for me to blend the foundation in, I didn't have to do much but tap, tap, tap. So for her concealer, I didn't go too light only because she still had redness showing underneath her eyes. And if I would have went too light, that redness would have shown through. And since I didn't have a green color corrector, I decided to just do a two-step concealer process, which is something that I always do. I also put concealer on her face as well so that we can have extra coverage on her blemishes that she had on her cheek. And I'm just going to blend that out first before I move on to blending out her forehead, chin, and under eye. I'm making sure that the products that I'm picking up for her base are a bit on the neutral side. They have a little bit of yellow in them, but not so much yellow, because if I put something that's too yellow on her skin, it's not going to complement her. And it's just, it can kind of get a little like mustardy. So yeah, I'm just trying to pick up products that are more on the neutral side with a hint of yellow. Now we're going to contour her skin. I'm using a mix of Toffee and Butterscotch from Born This Way, the Too Faced concealer. I'm using that to contour her cheeks, and I'm going to put a little bit on her chin, jawline, and forehead. So I'm just going back and forth in between my brushes to make sure that everything is blended and nice and seamless how I like it to be. I'm not adding any extra product onto the skin. I'm just using what's already on the skin and blending everything out. So now since we're nice and concealed, I want to add a pop of brightness for our highlight. So I'm just going to take a brighter concealer and I'm going to focus it directly underneath her eyes. And then I'm also going to focus it on the outer corner of her eye, underneath her eyeliner, and kind of wing it out slightly towards her temple. But I'm just going to leave it in those areas. Okay, and this is what it looks like so far before we set everything. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of powders. I'm using the One Size powder and a little bit of the Ben 9 banana powder. And I'm going to set her under eye. And then I'm also going to bake as well. All right, once I have her powder on, I'm going to go in to lightly contour her nose. Just very lightly. Then I go in to bronze her face, and I'm using the Juvias Place ZULU palette to do so. Then I'm going to take a little bit of powder underneath her contour so that we can have a more snatched look. I'm also going to lightly contour as well. So now I'm going to go in with this pink lipstick. I really love the natural color of her lips, so I just wanted to emphasize that a bit. So I'm going in with a matte light pink lipstick, and I'm just going to blend that into the liner. I'm just going to go back into the brows and create hair-like strokes in the front and just use my foundation brush to kind of blur it out some. Now in the waterline, I'm going to do a baby pink. I mixed together 2 of the Plouise Acid rains to create this color. And I'm just going to use a lipstick applicator to apply it in her waterline. We're going to set that with some Morphe Continuous Spray. For the lips, I decided to add a gloss, and I used the e.l.f. gloss. I believe, let me not lie because I don't know the name of it, but then I went over it with another gloss, and this is Kiki from Globe Academy, just because I just wanted the lips to be just a little bit lighter. Then I'm going to go back into Lecture, and I'm going to lightly use it just to slightly smoke out the bottom lash line before adding some Derma Blend white setting powder. Dusted that away. And this is what it's looking like so far. I also added some rhinestones too. I don't know. I just wanted to add some rhinestones, child. I felt like it did something. Now I'm going into this Makeup Revolution blush palette. I love it so much. And I'm going to use one of the light pinks to blush her cheeks. And I also decided to add a little bit of highlight, which I don't know. I liked it before the highlight. I think I liked it better before the highlight, but I don't know. I felt like I needed some glow. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of lash glue just to set her brow hairs in place lightly. And this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. This look is super duper easy to do and recreate for whatever. And prom is coming up too. This is a cute prom look. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And you already know I got that cell phone footage for y'all. Love you guys so much. Bye.